Welcome to Season 4, Race 6 of my F1 2020 My Team Career Mode. We are at the Circuit de Barcelona, Catalunya for the Spanish Grand Prix. Bad news is, we did not qualify very well. We qualified P13. The silver lining is that we did switch over pretty much all of our engine components to fresh ones, meaning that we were going to be starting at the back anyway, so really my qualifying position really didn't matter that much. So yeah, take a look at some things and then we'll get started with the race.
So, unfortunately, we've picked up some grid penalties, and we'll be starting further back than you expect. As for how bad it is, that'll depend on what the other drivers get.
I would imagine we're starting dead last. So we took all new engine components here. That's probably the only time this season we'll be taking engine penalties. I wanted to show off the team chart here, just to show how close things are. I mean, obviously, we are very much ahead of Mercedes. The Mercedes are very much ahead in their own right. But then when you look at the midfield, really, the midfield is incredibly close, with Racing Point, McLaren, Red Bull, Renault, Ferrari, and AlphaTauri all in a bunch there. Which means that any given race, the running order can change in major ways. So yeah, so that's what things look like now. Looks very tight in that midfield battle. Is there anything to purchase on the R&D front? Why don't we go with... Actually, we don't have the resource points to do anything, so we won't do anything. At least this race. So, that being said, let's go to the Spanish Grand Prix.
The Spanish Grand Prix has been a permanent fixture on the Formula One calendar for over 30 years now, and for good reason. Do you remember Michael Schumacher's absolute dominance here in that rain-soaked Grand Prix in 1996? That day he took his first ever victory for Ferrari, and we've had many more iconic moments since. The Circuit de Barcelona, Catalunya then, a high-speed 2.89-mile circuit which demands an efficient downforce package and bravery on the part of the driver, especially through the blind right of turn 9, which we might just see taken flat this weekend. Anthony Davidson joins me once again in the commentary box, and it's fantastic to have you with us here today. But I'm curious, as a man with experience out on the track, how do you stop those pre-race nerves from becoming overwhelming when you're lining up on the grid?
But from the moment qualifying's over, you start to feel the adrenaline in your body build up and the buzz in your stomach as you anticipate the run down into turn one. It's all a bit like going into battle, and the unknown situation makes you nervous. Those pre-race nerves are a good thing. The day you don't have them means that you don't care anymore. And of course you have to make sure that all the procedures are second nature to you, so that they're not taking up too much of your capacity.
Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. Daniel Ricciardo starts from pole position today, and Lewis Hamilton completes the front row. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Bottas, Leclerc, Lando Norris, and Sainz, Verstappen, Kvyat, Albon, and Esteban Ocon, Gasly, Matsushita, Sergio Perez, and Stroll, Russell, Magnussen, Antonio Giovinazzi, and Nick de Vries, Latifi, Calderon, Giotto, and the owner-driver rounds off the grid. It's almost time for the lights to go out, so let's head down to the track and get...
So Luca Giotto is the only other one who had grid penalties.
After the points finish last race, let's aim to keep the momentum going.
One-stop strategy, if that's what they're recommending, we'll go with it. So the key really is going to be how well do we go on this initial start, and then basically when does everyone else pick compared to myself. That's pretty much going to determine where we end up here. And just check the race director. As I suspected, everyone in the top 10 is starting on softs, everyone else on mediums. So this is a real last to question mark challenge. And our goal here is just going to be to see...
Right, let's get the car up to temperature on this lap. We're learning the gears, so go through them all if you can.
Where we want to be is we really want to get up to be the first car on the medium tire. I think that's the best spot to be in personally. Again, everyone who's, unless they can stretch the tires, everyone who's starting on softs should have to fit twice. I would think, but who knows? Maybe I'll be proven wrong. I don't expect
no rain expected.
To win
no
today.
Rain expected for the time being.
Ricciardo will probably pull away and dominate. Weather looks good.
Repeat that. There's interference. The drivers we're fighting here are Giotto and Calderon. No threat of rain for the time being. Conditions looking good. Dries seem like the fastest tyre at the moment.
Cloudy, but no rain. Yeah, this was season 1, or season 2. Was I hit Giotto? I think by accident. This was season 1 or season 2, I have a lot more confidence in sleepfrogging a lot of the guys on soft tires, but not really sure now that with this keeping the career mode, the tire wear is presumably better for everyone. So how many spots can we gain on this first lap? Do have the best car on the grid, which is definitely a plus. I think it's a little bit easier for us working our way through the field. Let's see what we can do here. All lined up on the grid. No wait since we're the last. 5 red lights for the Spanish Grand Prix. And we're underway. see. I had a great hole, and then he just absolutely cut me off. Meanwhile, who's that? It's Hamilton getting a good start on Ricciardo. Almost had the spot there. So it looks like Ricciardo is able to hold off the challenge of the Mercedes on that initial lap. Not too sure about that dive bomb. A little too far. Stroll just cuts me off. Be able to get by Matsushita here.
Great first lap. Keep it up.
Ooh, you can get Albon as well. Both Red Bulls in one corner. What makes it interesting is that Albon is actually on the soft tire, so we've already passed someone who started on softs. Lap 1, we go from 22nd to 11th. And we'll save that after a very good first lap.
DRS is being enabled this lap. We can use DRS when you are within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone. Please overtake and burn some of this energy. To car in front is 4.4 seconds. We're trailing our teammate by 18.0 seconds. The track is clear. Green flag.
Somebody behind us has a problem. One of the racing points. Sergio Perez out of the race. No safety car as of yet. It looks like they're going to get away with no safety car. got one of the Ferraris coming in.
Caution, caution.
Like Leclerc, the
Caution,
one that
caution,
hit it.
yellow flags ahead. No overtaking through the caution zone. Be careful until you see the greens. A new strategy is available on the MFD. Confirmed.
What tires did Leclerc go to? He went to mediums. So he'll definitely be stopping again.
Your overtake button for more power. We need to push.
Max Verstappen into the pits. As is one of the Renaults, I believe that's Ocon. Car with problems. Quick, Carlos Sainz, Lando Norris. It's Lando Norris. Norris
Some
is out of the
information
race.
on Norris. They've got a serious car issue. It looks like they're retiring. Safety car deployed. The safety car has been deployed. Watch your delta. Make sure you keep it positive as we catch the pack. Drop your speed. Our delta is too low and we risk a penalty. Slow your pace immediately. Daniel's in for his stop. Bottas is in the pits.
So the way this has worked out for us is actually quite interesting. So let's take a look at the race director. So the only people who were in front of us that appear to be trying the one stop are my teammate Dan Ricciardo and Danny Kvyat, because they both went from soft to hard. Everyone else who was in the top 10 that pitted either went for mediums or softs. So Hamilton went with mediums, Sainz went with mediums, Bottas went with mediums, Verstappen went with softs again, Leclerc went with mediums, Ocon went with softs again, as did Albon. So which all those people have to stop again. Certainly the people who went for double softs had to stop again. So I think the good news is that we're pretty much guaranteed a points finish at this point. It's just at this point a matter of deciding where we actually end up when it's all said and done. So yeah, there you go. Restarting P4, obviously, for renting this medium tires. You don't have to stop for another couple laps yet. And I don't think Gasly in front of us hasn't stopped yet, and I don't think Hamilton and Ricciardo can go the rest of the way on these mediums. I'm pretty sure they'll have to stop one more time, at the very least. Well, definitely one more time. Tire wear check. Looking pretty good, actually. Alright, so next time by, we'll be going back to green. It's going to be interesting to see what happens here with Gasly, because you got Ricciardo on fresh tires, so I expect him to just bolt. Gasly hasn't stopped yet. Hamilton is on fresh tires. I'm wondering if Hamilton is able to just speed on by Gasly, or what ends up happening there. Not sure. Matsushita was also a big beneficiary, as was that Lance Stroll. So the safety car ended up working out for us pretty nicely timing-wise. In terms of when it came out.
Okay, let's get ready.
Oh, jeez, Hamilton just brake checked me. Of course, Ricardo's in control of the restart here.
Okay, clear. The car behind is dropping back by about 3/10 a lap. Use your overtake button more, it's time to utilize some of this energy. Right, let's not stay behind this car for long. We need to get past. The car in front is a second a lap faster. 1 second. We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the hards. Confirmed. We'll receive you at the end of this lap. Copy that. Hards for next box. Pitting this lap then. Come into the pits at the end of this lap. Go, go, go. Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now. is stopping now. You're in the top 10 now. Keep it up. Battery charge is high. Let's use that overtake button more.
Alright, we're solidly in the points. So we're in the points. That's good. All we need to do now is just maintain our position.
Okay, gap ahead is 6.3 seconds.
By Leclerc, who just hit it. Put us up to P7. I've got both Ferraris and both Red Bulls lined up behind me. Hamilton and Sainz in the pits. They're much further ahead of us, so we will not be overtaking them. Actually, very curious to see where Kvyat ends up, since he pitted on to hard. He's good to go. So Kvyat could be within a shot of a podium here, potentially.
Has come in to fit the mediums. Car ahead, now running medium tyres.
Bottas comes out just ahead of us, and I'm sure he'll scoot away at this point. Yeah, as it stands now, Danny Kvyat is in P2. With about 10 laps to go. Sizable distance ahead of Hamilton. Now Hamilton's obviously going to have the pressure tires at this stage. Ricardo, fastest lap of the race, no surprise there.
to teammate ahead is 45.5 seconds.
At this point, again, just riding around, hold position, and the score some decent points. Carlos says fast slap again.
We've got a lot of spare energy. Use your overtake button. Our gap to the car in front is 7.3 seconds. The car behind is dropping back by about 0.3 a lap. safety gap to the car ahead is 9.4 seconds.
Looks like Fiat. Let's try it again. Looks like Fiat is about to lose second place to Lewis Hamilton. So they are still a long ways away ahead of Pierre Gasly, so I think even if Fiat can't hold on to P2, he might be able to hold on to P3. Of course, it's going to be hard for Fiat because he's got really old tires right now.
There's 5 laps of fuel remaining.
Bottas has caught Sainz and Gasly. Could see a battle there very shortly for 4th, 5th, and 6th.
To car in front is 12.0 seconds.
I like how, even though we're running, 7th, I like how the field's all spread out into like little different groups. I think that's kind of interesting. Meanwhile, our teammate Daniel Ricciardo will be taking the white flag this time on. One more time around. Ricciardo on track to get his 3rd win of the season.
We've only got 2 laps of fuel left.
Kvyat has actually managed to hold off Lewis Hamilton for P2. I'm kind of surprised. On that
This is your
final
final
lap,
lap of the race.
Verstappen has overtaken Matsushita for P8. And there it is. Daniel Ricciardo wins the Spanish Grand Prix. Our Jaguar Racing F1 team, checkered flags in the air. Come around, and it will be E7 from last on the grid. I'll gladly take that.
All right, race over. Take care of the car on the way in.
Driver of the day, and makes all the sense in the world. Again, 22nd, 7th.
Another Spanish Grand Prix is over, and what a special race it was. So, Anthony, what made the difference out there today?
I think a large part of the result comes down to temperament. They were able to keep their heads when everyone around them was losing theirs.
Danny Kvyat held on to get
the best out of the car, to maximise the strategy, and to stay out of trouble.
Here comes your top three making their way down to the podium for what can only be described as a fantastic day for Formula One.
Good job by the AlphaTauri team to get that result for Kvyat. Way the strategy and the safety car right, and it all worked out for him.
And now let's take a look at the driver's standings. Well, the gap at the top of the championship has been cut down after a difficult race today for our championship leader. Some amazing talent out on the track today, but Anthony, who would you pick as your driver of the day?
I'm going to give it to the owner-driver today. They fought so hard and had incredible pace at times, so I don't think anyone else did a better job today.
Let's move on to the constructors. The current leaders continue to extend their lead at the top. Meanwhile, Ferrari have improved their position. A strong weekend from them as they fight their way towards the top. Well, Ant, an end to another fantastic weekend of racing. Thanks to everyone who joined us, and we'll see you for the next one.
And there you go, that was the Spanish Grand Prix. Championship standings, constructors first. Here you see everything there. And then the driver standings, we hold on to the lead only by 2 points over our teammate Daniel Ricciardo. Hamilton moves up a little bit, closing in on his teammate Valtteri Bottas. Leclerc on 40 points level with Pierre Gasly, P5. It's actually pretty close from P5 through about P9-ish, I guess. Because then you got Kvyat with that podium, jumps up to 7th. Then you have Verstappen in 8th, and Albon 9th, Gas and Esteban Ocon in 10th. I guess the big surprise would probably be the McLarens and the Racing Points not doing as well as I think one might have predicted. But there you go. That was Smash Grand Prix.
Amazing performance out there. I'm sure you're pretty happy with that. You'll be starting further down the field than you'd like. Is that a worry?
I don't know why it's asking a question as if it was after qualifying.
Things looked close between you and your rival for a bit, but you came out on top, didn't you? Will you be celebrating with your teammate tonight after their hard-earned victory? Appreciate your time.
And we win the rivalry over Alexander Albon. $1.66 million taken in. We are up to 46k damage deductions, 17.14 million. Fill the activities, facilities. I'll upgrade the aerodynamics. You see the warning, but we got plenty of races left until the contract renewal comes in, so I think we'll be okay in that regard.
Okay, we've had the new parts come through from the fabrication process. We'll have them with us for the next Grand Prix.
Alright. Yeah, I think we should be okay in terms of the Ricardo contract, because I believe it comes in after the Austrian Grand Prix, which would be race 11. 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep, this will be after Austria. So, and even if it's before Austria, we have 4 races to get back up to 14 million, so I don't think we'll have any problems reaching that goal. Aerodynamics department's fully will be fully upgraded in time. And there you go. That's it for Spain. We'll see you next time for the Monaco Grand Prix.